they've also pushed mid, so this should pretty much narrow the positions down towards that second mid right now. The question is, can the kills come true or not, as GXX is the one to take the fight. Catches Major with a couple of dinks and gets the kill and forces the rest of those players at top mid to back away, instead leaving it to the banana flank down.
I'm going down to a nice start though, clean shot from Engine to keep it competitive. 2-on-3, an isolated fight's being taken. Scenario out in no man's land is found for free by Sensei, leaving Juan Flatro looking to roll it back with another one of these vintage clutches. Dinks up and converts on the first. Sensei, the next man to peek into the crosshair, and there's the clean headshot, and all of a sudden Paz, with an armor and a defuse kit's on his own, but it doesn't even matter. Paz thinking about it, and oh, he's punished immediately. Synopsy alive and
I don't think
spray down does some good work.
Apologies. Yeah, I think the stream could still hear me, but Discord just randomly decided to go kaputs and just stop working.
Left on the clock now. Blink have been a fan of running this time all the way down. He's been spotted, does very well, Major. Gets the shot off the
bit of warning, at least, as the molly comes over, and the smoke is keeping them at bay for an extra few seconds. But Major, actually heavily committed to that angle, immediately falls. Now leaving the FAMAS alone in the back of the bomb site. Absolutely no nades to get this done, so it has to be just shots landed by Engine. And he started it off with at least one and a second before eventually falling. It really is the most you could have asked from him in that position, and I believe Paz wants to go through off the back of a flash, denies the bomb plant, and gets himself the follow.
Happy to sit off behind it. The AWP now starts to think about a peek through CT. They know exactly where he is, and as the smoke starts to come in over the top, there's very little SANGAL can say about it. Molly to try and deny the plant, but Scenario will just move the bomb back towards new box.
Blink are obviously now heading up 4-1, so while it is still pretty early days, just the fact that Blink again...
Just starting to queue things up now. Synopsy's grabbed the bomb, and he's actually going to be pushed down mid here. Goes down, and Soulfly in an isolated spot towards A. Engine and Paz going to be put under pressure. Engine on the off angle, boosted top of Flowers. His teammates are gone. How much can he get done? Sprayed out good for one, drops onto the second with Major in support. And Juan Flatro, he's been in apps this whole damn time. They know exactly where he is, so he's quickly dealt with.
Decent amount of money overall, so I'll see whether they'll be able to spread against in this round, rather. Looks like it's going to come in towards middle to actually play contact. Sensei incredibly wide on that angle. Ends up getting caught by a flash of one Flatro, this time no one there to support him either, and a follow-up on towards Major now. The wrap on towards A is going to be detrimental, as you can see, with Paz trying to force the issue. On there was being cautious of it. They're completely unsure, but they've eventually found them.
The list of issues goes on and on. Sensei looking to stabilize things a little bit. It's a nice opening engagement, a nice opening set of trades, but it's still 3-on-3. The XX, though, not expecting the third player so close. Soulfly does well. That's bombed down. And with Juan Flatro on 28 HP, all Soulfly has to do is stay alive, and he'll get some more frags to his name. Nice shot to deal with Juan Flatro. Synopsy chews on a nade of his own. He's down to 52, and Soulfly tucked behind the pillar. He's got to try and isolate an early 1v1, but with both players peeking into him, it's all too easy.
But back on, I believe it was map number 1, he looked pretty fantastic, despite them not having a lot of success themselves, and looked pretty good on Mirage too, as well. Hasn't picked it up a lot, but when he has, you can recall the success being found. But that is way too adventurous right there. A little bit over-ambitious to go for the re-peak.
GXX has actually gone through a molly to try and punish Engine, to try and take this B site. The flash is in a good, though. It's bought a little bit of time, and now Synopsy out on a little bit of an island, straight through the molly, takes the fight and wins it. That's critical. B site wide open. Sensei through the smoke, doing everything he can. He's pushed even further, but that leaves him vulnerable to the... critical moments, and the AWP is well placed. The collateral tags the second man as GXX takes out Soulfly. And well, Paz, can you even get out of here alive is the question. He's being flanked out very rapidly indeed by Juan Flatro, and on just 18 points of health. It was never going to last. One Major staying close to the corner. Engine there to bait the initial shot, but Major goes a little early. Yes, he gets the ding. Lurk smoke goes out, baits the third man in on the rotation. Soulfly on his own out long. Paz has at least dealt with it. That gives them a little bit more room to breathe through the smoke. Soulfly doing what he can.
And even then, that's not looking like it's all too likely. Blink are just on form.
Given it as well. Faster play in towards A. Called Scenario just diving out, catches Soulfly with no idea what was going on, and again, it's instant.
Blink are honestly looking incredible. I feel like it just took them a map to kind of get going. This two's not their home.
Taken. Well, a hell of a lot more, if I'm being honest. GXX opening things up already. Legs onto Major. They're trying to be proactive, and I salute it. Engine knows something has got to change. It's a nice spray down for the first. Manages to get out of dodge as well. Major there to back him up with a big double around the corner of the smoke. The perfect
damage and the trade and should come true. And well, there's as I said, pretty good damage at the very least being done. And with the second player tucked in the back now, there should be the opportunity for Major to get this one cleaned up. He's already got one. He can tuck in once again. Waits for a flag.
Looking to put pressure back on Banana. It's an isolated player in the form of Engine. Just looking to bait and switch the utility to buy time and information, but he's not actually got too much. He's dropped his one smoke. If they go through this, he's completely on his own, and that's exactly what they're doing. Queued up the flashbang. How much can Engine get here? Everyone is blind, but it's only the 1-for-1. That's the site taken. The CT side will have to give this a go now. They can't afford to sit out of another retake. It's already a frag for Rigon, though. And as that clock ticks down, this gets worse and worse. Tags through the smoke exchange, but Soulfly comes off worse, and the Shadow gives away the play perfectly. Rigon with another critical kill. Sensei the next to go. It's done. It's 11. It'll be a fast play towards B to try and put that pressure right back on Blink. Round the corner already. Plenty of flashes and counter flashes going in as well. It's a massacre, but it's all going the way of Blink. 2 frags already, and they keep swinging. They've got aggression coming in behind. The trades just are not good enough. This is done. Paz is 1v3 top Banana, and he's looking all 3 of them in the face.
If Blink are able to get this gun round, then you don't really see much of an opportunity for Sangal to resist any further. And, well, nice spam through the smoke. There is Rigon, of course, who was looking to follow this up and might not be expected. Indeed, not quite able to get the double spray down, though.
He holds the apartments. GXX idle on short, but it's Major who gets the freebie. One Flatro not able to respond. Scenario, yes, it's 1, but GXX, there's nothing more he can do. Starts to sneak his way round from short, but they know exactly where to look. Dropping smokes to give a one-way, and Major's in with that.
Honestly, the main thing on Inferno, normally when you're sitting passively, though, which isn't the case for the MP9, so I guess the hope is Rigon finds some early success, and he seems to be actually funneling them over towards A currently, which probably would be the hope of those apps players. Engine, though, with a very nice shot there on One Flatro. Ooh.
Traded. Yes, they've got control of Boiler. Yes, they've got apartments control, but the long wrap will completely circumvent all of that. Site will be taken, and I think at this point, Scenari saves the armor and the deagle. Synopsis in short. They're waiting for Synopsy on the long rotate. They want to try and punish this. At the very least, keep these players trapped in towards the site and see if they can get some exit damage. Utility going in, pop flash, Synopsy through. He's got an isolated player on site for the first. They're going to give this a go. No defuse kit, so it's got to be quick. They know both players now in the pit. Synopsy grabs a second, but that bomb is so far gone, and they don't have the kit to deal with it. It's a tag on the scout from GXX. He'll double bag it. Synopsy will at least save the AK.
If possible. I do like the B stack. A flash as well that's ready to be tossed over to see if One Flatro can work that dig as soon as they hear some footsteps. And, well, they don't really get a chance to actually put the flash out. Instead, off the contact, taking the swing. One Flatro eventually follows up, and there we go. A very quick 2-man advantage being snatched in favor of Blink over towards Banana.
2 on 3. It's well positioned, but Synopsy trying to be proactive with it will go down, and that starts to hand the balance back to the T side. Of course, no defuse kit. A lack of armor behind a lot of these AKs. They're trying to catch some cheeky timings. One Flatro very nearly does. Sensei on just 7 points of health. Somehow, all it will take is one well-timed kill, but GXX can't quite get it. The last man's got to take 2 fights at once. He's lacking armor. He's getting aim punch left, right, and center. He will get the first, but the trade is found just about. Both looking to hold it. The CT smoke comes in to try and stop them. They've got an opportunity to swing right as Engine looks to set himself. They're boosted. 1 high, 1 low on this angle. The swing comes in. Scenari's dealt with the lurk, but they can't quite get the frags. And there's the flank from Sensei. And now the bomb can go wherever it wants. 15 seconds left. This is all on the timings. One Flatro's got his knife out. No idea at all. 10 seconds. Can Scenari deny this plant? He does. How much longer can he stay alive? Not quite long enough. Can they even get this bomb down anymore? I think that's it. The clock's won it for Blink. It's 14-7.
A new addition to the roster. Both cases just being a one-player swap. Scenari actually finds himself a second. Doesn't even bother to back away. Just keeps on fighting. So much confidence. He's gotten himself 4. What the hell is that from Scenari?
It's game over is what it is. Paz on the AK. He's going to take the fight. Scenario wanted the ace. He even gets the go. They've got all the advantages in the world, and they're looking to pressure them here. One Flatro with the first through the smoke. Soulfly is found by Scenari. They're thinning the numbers all too quickly. Paz desperately manages to claw one back, but it's GXX's shotgun that quickly finds the trade. And again, it's 2 deagles against the world. Engine, the next on the chopping block. It's job done, ladies and gentlemen.